Hey up lads and lasses, Damphyre here, back again with some more Infinite Lagrange. As you can see, Earth Day has appeared, so yeah, it's the weird farming simulator thing where you have to try and plant seeds and grow stuff and all that good stuff. It's kind of it's awful in my opinion. It's like the worst event they do. It's the most tedious, annoying, boring thing ever. So I'm not going to go through it, but we are going to go look at the new ship release, because I'm pretty certain everyone is going to want to know a little bit about this, because it looks amazing. This is the Ranger Comprehensive Warfare Cruiser. There are two versions. There's an integrator type and an ion cannon type. And yeah, 18 CP, little cruiser. It's good margin at 18 CP. That's where I think all the cruisers should be. Some of them down to 16 CP to make them a little bit more viable for cost of performance. But yeah, so it's an Antonia ship. It looks remarkably quite a lot like the Winged Hussar, which I am definitely not complaining about, especially if you look like the top-down profile. It's very much like the Winged Hussar. Which is a really good looking ship, so they've done great on this. And I love how the bow sort of curves down forward at the front. Really cool looking ship. So we have 1300 anti-ship fire, which is pretty good. Air defense is, man, siege is alright as well. We have a heavy cannon mounted in the bow. It's a dual cannon heavy bow, 450 damage per hit. It's against small ships, which is interesting because heavy cannons have a problem shooting at small ships, I've found. 4-second duration, 2 attacks per round because there's 2 of them. Cooldowns an 8-second, 5-second lock-on. It's not bad so far. What have we got here? Damage, double cooldown, double hit rates. Damage with crit, or crit chance and crit damage. No strategy. Interesting. And unfortunately, we can't click on the things down here to see what they do. But we can find out, oh, that's very interesting. It's got a bonus to its cooldown, which could be very, very strong. Again, this is pretty rapid firing at 450 damage per hit. 4-second duration. Yeah, pretty rapid firing. So again, an increase in the cooldown is actually going to be pretty good. Could be like a giant version of a HC Eris, maybe. A little bit slower fire rate, but definitely not too bad so far. That is the main system, right? It is. So where have they put their strategy on this thing? So we have missile launchers here. One is AA, the other is small ship. Here we go. We've got strategy here. For each 6 round of operation, missiles in the system launch 3 rounds of precision strikes, boosting the hit rate by 50% and prioritizing one center and a back row target with HP of less than 35% for strikes. 225 damage per hit, 450. I don't know. This one doesn't matter, right? This is going to go after aircraft. So the only thing that you really need to care about for that strategy is the main missile launcher, which only has 3,440 DPM, which isn't great. It's a 225 damage per hit. It's firing 2 missiles times 2 because there's 2 systems, so 4 missiles total. 5-second duration. I don't know. Like, it's every 6 rounds, so each 6 times it fires, you get a 50% hit rate. Okay, it's going to be hitting stuff with 35. It could be very, very good to make sure that anything retreating to the middle row from the front row dies. And in that sense, it's probably quite good. It's almost certainly going to be what you'd pick up on here. You have, what, 6 slots on the missiles, double damage, double cooldown, hit rate fighters, corvettes, hit rates, frigates, destroyers. You drop... Yeah, you could drop a single damage for it. I don't know how good the AA missile system's going to be, so you may skip on the hit rate against fighters and corvettes, go double hit rate, one versus frigates, destroyers, the other one against just the flat hit rate, double cooldown, single torpedo, and then the precision strike may work quite well. What's getting buffed here? It's one of the damages. So you kind of make up for the lack of, dropping one of the damage for the strategy, so not too bad. That's interesting, for certain. It's a lot of HP, to be honest, on a cruiser. 50 armor, that's pretty standard, but that's a substantial amount of HP for a cruiser. That's seemingly seems to be more DPM focused. Armor system, what we got here? Double HP, res, energy, and a crit. So yeah, that's pretty standard there as well. We're a mid-row ship, which is pretty good. I don't know. I can't work out if this will be used or not. 1300 DPM. You're probably pushing 1700 DPM, somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit higher with it maxed out. 1800 DPM with a prevalence to try and kill retreating ships. It could be good. It could definitely be pretty good. What do you guys think of the integrated type? Let's go have a look at the ion type now. There you go, there's a switch. So, the ion type. Heavy ion cannon is the only difference is, oh no, we get an energy projectile launching system. We've lost the oh my god, look at the damage on those. Oh, that's actually kind of scary. And the giant ion cannon on the front, 750 damage per hit. Damage frequency 3 times. This is a giant IO with massive damage per hit. What have we got here? Yeah, that's passive. Progressive ion acceleration. Ion weapons gain a 5% damage bonus for every 1 round of operation with a maximum of 100%. This bonus lasts for the entire battle. Holy crap, that's cool. You imagine if this thing sticks around for that long and then all of a sudden you've got 100% extra damage on this thing? 1500 damage per hit. Ion laser. Not including any of these extra boosts you're going to be giving it. Which is double cooldown. Cooldown. Hit rate. Oh no, wait, is that triple cooldown? No, one's a firing duration. Oh, it's got firing duration. That's fantastic. Firing duration's really, really strong, reducing the interval. So when it's lasering, it reduces the time before the damage application, so it hits those 3 damage applications faster and puts it back into cooldown faster. It increases your rate of fire, basically. It's really, really strong firing duration on pretty much everything. Hit rate, single hit rate though. So yeah, you kind of limited here. I mean, you've got 6 slots, so you are going hit rate, firing duration, double cooldown. That's 4. 5. You got to pick that up, that strategy up, and that's going 1 into the damage, which is also the bonus here. Plus, it's not too bad. 1.5% for 10. So yeah, an extra 15% damage there. Picks up to 25% extra damage on that system, plus 5% from the other. That's pretty good. This thing's gonna absolutely. Is its priorities? Its priority is large ship. So yeah, battleship carrier, battle cruiser. Where are we sitting with this thing? Are we still in the mid row? We are still in the mid row. Really, really good then. Energy projectile. Let's have a look at this one. Massive damage per hit. Durations 2. 2 missiles. Cooldown's long on it, but you kind of expect that with that kind of damage per hit. This has got 8,400 damage on itself alone. What is its max? It's 1,700 damage. This could be potentially a Callisto, where missile attacking front row targets have a 30% less chance of being intercepted. This doesn't get buffed. This is kind of terrible. It hasn't got the standard. So this is like the most cop-out strategy I think I've ever seen. And I say that because if you go on to the Callisto or something of that nature, they all have the ability to reduce interception. And it's usually by about 30%. And it's just a standard module. It's not a strategy. I might have a word with the devs and go, no. Give it another friggin' 100% damage boost after each round of attack. Personally, that's what I'd put on this. I don't think that'd make it broken either. It's at the current moment. Torpedo, hit rates, double cooldown. You got, what, 5 slots? So yeah, you have to take the strategy here, I think, because of light cones. So hit rates. Do you need the extra hit rate? Cruisers, possibly. It's a missile system, though, so maybe get away with just a single hit rate, double cooldown, front row, and a damage, because you kind of want to pick up a damage here, and I think one of the damages are boosted. Oh, no, the hit rate's boosted. Oh, yeah, you go hit rate, double cooldown, damage, strat. But yeah, that strat is, unfortunately, a bit of a cop-out. Good HP pool again. Probably same here. Double HP, physical, energy, and yeah, it's crit. Yeah. So pretty standard there. That's pretty decent. Yeah, nothing shiny on the, no evasion or anything on it. What do I think? This one, the ion cannon type, 1700 damage. And that's base. Before, you start upgrading it, you're going to get an extra God knows how much on that ion attack system and projectile launching system. This is actually a really potentially like a really good contender for like one of the top damage spots. If you compare that to like let's go have a look at the Callisto quick. If it'll let me. Cruisers. Oh, they changed this, didn't they? I don't know why they changed that. Cruiser, Callisto. I'm going blind. Callisto, there we go. Yeah, you're at 1800 here, 1900 base. So you can see that it's right up there with like the bigger damage dealers straight off the bat. Heavy cannon, base IO's up there as well. A little bit behind the base IO. I think it's going to be slightly better though because it's mid-row. It's going to be interesting. Where's the Connemara plasma? It's higher than the plasma. This is a back row, but it's got all that evasion on it as well. It's going to be interesting to see. It's kind of it is in that situation where it is in a. It's between like the Connemara plasma and it's between the Callisto heavy torps. So I don't know. Mid row. It's going to take a bit more fire being mid row than say the Callisto or the Connie. The IO is obviously front row, so that's just going to get slammed into, but it's got a load of evasion. I don't know. Maybe when you compare it to those, you sat more in an A or B tier. It's not bad though. Definitely an interesting looking ship. We can pick these up now, I believe. Obviously, in a few more days, you'll be able to start trying to pick them up from crates in 5 days, I think. No, it won't be crates in 5 days. What's the date today? It's the 18th. So on the 24th. Oh, it'll be added to the research agreements and the black market tech files all at the same time. That's an interesting one because normally they stagger it. It's like, oh, it's in the research agreement now, like 4 or 5 days later, and then a few more days after that, you get it in the black market files. Interesting, it's going into the Tech 1 files as well. So you can get these on brand new servers. You don't have to, you can get them straight off the bat. So new players will have access to them potentially. Great looking ship. The A-type is a little underwhelming, I think, potentially, depending on its hit rate. If it's got good hit rate, it can hit those Frigg Destroyers and wreck them. It'll be good. The Iron Cannon type, potentially a really nasty ship. It's energy based. The heavy HT Callisto isn't. This could potentially knock holes through spears and stuff. And we're not even, working on the fact that you don't know how much this is going to trigger. If every round of operation, and each round being a cooldown of 10 seconds with a 6-second duration. 16 seconds. Every 16 seconds, 5% increased damage, roughly. You're going to be hitting some really nasty damage numbers very, very quickly. 5%, 10%, 15%. You know, it's going to just rack up pretty rapidly. Picking up things like the firing duration might actually help there. That's how I believe, anyway, that the rounds work anyway. It's based off the ship's cooldowns and durations. I could be wrong there. But I'm pretty certain whenever I've looked at Null Pointer's guides and his spreadsheets, that's how it looks like it works anyway. So yeah, great looking ship. Potentially very scary, especially the ion cannon type. But even the base variant looks like it might be usable against Swarm. That Frigg destroyer Swarm fleets we see everywhere still. This thing could potentially get some serious damage output out, and if it's got the hit rate for it, could be pretty good. And the missile launches, you know, hunting down basically low health enemies when they've retreated from the front row, or they're just low health anyway, could be really good, just knocking out guns. So what do you guys think of the Ranger? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.